Hello everyone, welcome back to Rank Talks Bowl and welcome back to the UEFA Champions League. It's the second leg of the round of 16 between Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain here at Anfield. After obviously we ended up winning the first leg over at the Parc des Princes 1-0 with that Harvey Elliott goal, which was our only shot on target. You have the reaction here in the channel, obviously. We did a full watch-along for that. And yeah, we're gonna have to see how this one plays out because I have to be honest, we didn't look good in that first game. We played the counter-attacking game, most of our counter-attacks didn't work until the very last one. PSG had a lot of chances and Alisson had to bail us out. And if the game is anything similar to that, I feel like we could really struggle here. But we have the advantage and we're playing at home this time, and I'm hoping that we can show up in a better way and make this game a bit more calm for us Liverpool fans and not have to stress ourselves out like we have been for the last couple of games, because even though we have a big advantage in the Premier League, the past few games haven't really been that convincing, and I'm really hoping for a good performance, and obviously the most important thing, that is to qualify to the quarterfinals, where one of Aston Villa and Club Brugge is awaiting for us. So shout out to everyone who is showing up already in the chat. Patrick, nice to see you too. Brandon, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining and welcome back. Sebbo, your mom found the stream. I hope that's true. But yeah, we're all here for this huge game. I really think that this is the game that most people are going to be paying attention to, because I think that the other two games aren't really as interesting, considering that the ties are a bit more lopsided in terms of the result. This one is the one that is not only the heavyweight matchup, but it's also the one that's more open when it comes to the scoreboard. Thoughts on Liverpool going back to Adidas? I wish they went back to Reebok because they made excellent shirts. Yes, Reebok is actually this one, the one that I have right now from the 2005 Champions League final. But I'm honestly not mad with Adidas. I feel like Adidas have definitely been doing better than Nike over the past few years. I'd say like over the past, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years, Adidas has been making better shirts than Nike. And so I didn't really dig a lot of the designs that Nike went for with Liverpool, especially the ones for the away shirts. And also some of the home shirts were pretty bland as well. So I like the change to Adidas. I feel like they are doing a better job. I'm not saying an excellent job. Some of their shirts I really don't like. They're a bit hit or miss. But yeah, I think that the change from Nike to Adidas is definitely a positive one. I like their shirts a lot better. Hummel's clothes are hella comfy. I don't think I have many, if any, Hummel's shirts, but maybe, perhaps. I'd have to see if I could get my hands on one eventually. So let me change this so we can check the lineups. A bit of a spoiler, it's the same ones. I'm not sharing, hold on. Here we go. The lineups are the same as for the first leg. Liverpool with Alisson in goal, back four with Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate and Alexander-Arnold, midfield of McAllister, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai in that like number 10 role, Luis Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, Diogo Jota as the striker. Meanwhile, PSG with Donnarumma in goal, the back four with Hakimi, Marquinhos, William Pacho and Nuno Mendes, midfield of Neves, Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz, the front three, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele and Barcola. So the exact same lineup for both teams. So, obviously, if the game is to play out exactly like last time, well, barring the result, I don't want the structure of the game to be the same, because if we're gonna play, yes, we can play with PSG's desperation, especially if the clock starts running low and we still have the advantage, but I wouldn't want us to sit back once again, because PSG have shown that they work really well as a team and that they can create a lot of dangerous opportunities. And it only takes their front three being in good form for us to concede a goal. Vicha had scored a wonderful goal in the first leg, but it was disallowed because only his heel was offside, and the other two strikers didn't really show much. Dembele and Barcola were pretty wasteful in the final third, but if they are clinical, they can cause a lot of issues. And also, I don't think that we can reliably ask Alisson to have that performance once again. So we're going to have a much better game defensively. The structure in the midfield especially needs to be very, very solid. Both McAllister and Gravenberch are going to have to do a lot of work. And we have to see if our attack can be more effective. Salah didn't have a great game in the first leg, so if he can show up in this one, it would obviously increase our chances of qualifying by quite a lot. And yeah, we'll have to see if Diogo Jota ends up having an impact, because he was non-existent in the first leg. And well, we always have options in the bench, obviously. Darwin Núñez and Harvey Elliott ended up being the substitutions that changed the game last time around, so there's a real possibility that they feature once again. Cody Gakpo is finally back in the bench after being injured for a few games. Wataru Endo usually has good cameos off the bench. So yeah, we're going to have to see how Slot decides to approach the in-game management as the game goes on, and depending on what the result is at halftime or during the second half. And yeah, mostly just trying to stay calm and playing our game, playing at what we know, especially now that we are at home, should be the main objective. But yeah, not much to comment on the lineup since they are basically the same, but still something to consider there. Yo, what up? Thank you so much for joining, SSB. Welcome back to the stream, and welcome to the stream also to Rusty. Hello, hello. Will PSG come out guns blazing or be careful until the game settles? Good question. I think that if you are PSG, your best bet is to come out guns blazing and see what's the approach from Liverpool. That's kind of that's very much a middle ground answer from me. But I think that they should try to be offensive, and maybe they catch us napping after, coming out of the dressing room a bit cold, and that's where they can get their opportunity to get an early equalizer. But I don't hate the second approach as well, and trying to see how Liverpool set up and trying to analyze with a bit of a cold head what the best approach would be to tear us down, because PSG is only one goal down. It's not like they need to score in the first half, but the longer this game drags, desperation could easily set in the PSG players, and Liverpool could grow more comfortable into the game and find more space in the back line. Missed Yamin's blunder of a goal. I saw it. Ridiculous stuff from Lamine Yamal. He confused me with that hit, because the way he hit it looked like it was a cross. Usually when you shoot, your leg follows the trajectory of the ball, but he hit it and his leg stood like completely still, like if he was crossing, because it was just so soft and it was pinpoint perfect to the second post. The curling was absolutely magnificent. It was ridiculous from Lamine Yamal as always. The assist early on for Rafinha as well for the first goal. I thought that it was a shot. I don't know if he intended it or not, but it looked like a shot, but it ended up being a top-notch assist for Rafinha for that goal. Rafinha ended up getting a brace and is now the Brazilian with the most goals in a single Champions League for Barcelona. He already has 11, which is a crazy stat. And there are still, assuming that Barca make the final, he has like 5 games to go to break Ronaldo's record of 17 Champions League goals in a single edition. I don't think he's gonna break it, but that's a record that's in the horizon for Rafinha, who's also having a fantastic campaign. All I ask from Liverpool is to not sit back, especially because we're playing at home and PSG will be desperate. I don't want us to sit back because that will only allow PSG to create more chances, and we saw how dangerous they were in the first leg. It's only because of Alisson and their bad finishing that we didn't lose that game. So obviously I think that the approach from Liverpool this game should be different, and especially we need to play a lot better. That's all I ask for. Theo Torgus, thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the stream. What do you think of the new Old Trafford? I haven't seen the full video. I've seen like a few screenshots because there were memes about it. So I'm not gonna comment much on it, but the initial look, I don't really like it. I think that it kind of loses that aura that the original Old Trafford has nowadays if they actually do it like that. I don't mind if they want to make an expansion, because even though it's a huge stadium, Manchester United has a lot of fans, but it definitely shouldn't be like that, in my opinion. Ikhtiar, thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the stream. What's my prediction? It's tough to make a prediction, but I'm gonna say that we win 2-1. Potentially we take an early lead, PSG find an equalizer, and we kill the game off somewhere in the second half or something. So I'm gonna say 2-1 to Liverpool. My favorite crazy fact is that Lamine Yamal is still eligible for the Best Young Player award in Euro 2028. Yeah, I mean, and I wouldn't be surprised if he won it at this rate. I think that the worst thing that we can do is put expectations on Lamine Yamal, but what we're seeing is just not normal. I don't think this is like any other talent we've seen before of his age, and at this rate I wouldn't be surprised if he were to become a multiple Ballon d'Or winner in the future. I'm saying stuff like 3 or 4 easily if he continues on this trajectory. Yes, it's the same lineup as the first leg from both teams, so nothing has changed. 40k more seats than Anfield. Local Liverpool fans are kind of jealous. Fair enough, but I think that Liverpool fans are usually pretty proud of how Anfield is the way it is, so I don't think we need to look much at what Manchester United are doing with Old Trafford. Yes, Brandon, it's going to be key for Salah to actually show up in this game, because the first leg it was a really, really bad game from him. After having so many amazing performances in the Premier League, him not doing the same in the Champions League was a bit disappointing. Everyone can have one bad game, like I'm not going to fault him for that entirely, but definitely need to see better in this one. I want the UK to push the Euros for when the new Old Trafford is open. It's going to suck. Potentially, but they are going through with that bid, so potentially Old Trafford is going to be part of that bid for sure. Could be either 3-0 in either direction or 0-0. Yeah, it's very, very hard to make a prediction for this game. I agree. I don't think there's really a wrong prediction to make on this one. Yeah, Boca also has a really old building. La Bombonera was built in 1940 and has undergone a lot of renovations, but it's basically the same building still. Yeah, it's gonna be expanded soon supposedly, but it's gonna take a lot of effort, and even then I doubt we can push it to even an 80,000 seater, which should be the kind of stadium that Boca should have, according to the amount of fans that it has. I don't know how this new stadium for Man United is going to work. These guys' finances are screwed. Only thing saving them is the league they play in and the money they get from it. Yep, I agree with that. As I say that, we are underway already here at Anfield for the second leg of the round of 16 here in the Champions League, Liverpool against PSG. So I remember to start the clock this time around. Yeah, had it big update in the 50s, but it's been renovated a few times. We got that new stand at the top that increased capacity not so long ago. So that's something. It's funny because a lot of people compare Boca and Man United in the current state that they're at, and there are many well-known Boca Juniors streamers that also support Man United, and so yeah, they are making like the parallels between the two teams that are like used to be the best and then are now kind of washed, and they're also trying to renovate their stadium now. It's a bit crazy. If only Manu Ginobili was still playing. But yeah, basketball, NBA, like NFL games even in the UK. With they used the Tottenham Stadium for that one. It was a bit weird, but yeah. And then we're taking football friendlies to the US. It's a bit weird. Here's Salah inside the box, fighting with Hakimi. He dispossesses Hakimi, dribbles past him, but doesn't find any more space, has to play it back. Salah once again. Gravenberch, he's surrounded by a lot of players, he gets dispossessed. And that's that, but Liverpool already showing a bit more intention and Salah getting involved with the game. Konate does very well to recover the ball from Kvaratskhelia on that one, but Alisson has to come off his line and just put it away. If you're working in a franchise for more than 10 years, it takes 10 years to rebuild. Look at Barca. Yeah, for sure. But for that, you need to trust a process. And for big clubs, it's hard to trust a process. When you're like a super, not even big club, like a gigantic club, you are expected to have instant success at anything. And so it's very hard to actually trust a process. But you need time to actually heal in those situations, but it's hard, super hard. John Neves is class. He's been playing well, I agree. Whoa, we really shouldn't be caught sleeping from a throw-in, guys. Okay, Robertson is going to clear that away, and it's going to be a corner for PSG, first of the game. They had like 13 last game, if my mind's not mistaken. Yeah, that was an ace, the main one, who's a supporter of both Man United and Boca Juniors. Who's more bitter, him or HH? HH, I think. Just because of his personality. That boy is just like a nice guy, but yeah, his two clubs are failing him big time. Okay, that's gonna be an offside. Liverpool decides to play it quick. Long ball for Salah. The defending from PSG is very, very sloppy, but they still get it done, and they're cleared away. Yeah, Yamal had an amazing assist. That first assist for the first goal from Rafinha, crazy. Because I thought that it was going to be a shot, and I don't even know if he intended to do that, but it ended up being an amazing assist for Rafinha on that one. He confused me in both occasions. Like, first I thought it was going to be a shot, and it ended up being an assist. Salah, no! What a clearance from William Pacho. What a clearance from William Pacho. Soboslai stops it with his chest. Ooh. And Salah appeared all alone on the left for some reason. He shoots at an empty goal because Donnarumma was already beat. And it's Nuno Mendes actually, it's not Pacho, Nuno Mendes making that goal line clearance and denying Liverpool the first goal of the night. Crazy clearance from Nuno Mendes, very clutch to keep PSG within striking distance. That was Salah's goal, and it was denied at the end. McAllister playing the corner short. Now he's gonna put in the cross. It's a bit too long of a cross, and yeah, nothing's gonna come off it. Wow, what a crazy clearance from Nuno Mendes. Huge moment right there. Yeah, what I was saying about Yamal, I said it before about his goal, that it seemed like he was gonna cross it because his leg stops swinging instead of continuing the trajectory of the ball. So it looked like a cross, and his assist looked like he was trying to shoot. So he confused me with both. He's just that talented. the minute Barca got rid of UNICEF as a sponsor, it went bad. The best thing that UNICEF has done for Barca was doing that collab between Messi and Lamine Yamal, where he's bathing him. So basically, Yamal got baptized by Messi, and that's where he got his unnatural footballing abilities, or at least that's my scientifically proven theory. Actually, Salah is getting a lot more involved here. And how did he miss that? Another huge chance for Salah ends up going off target, but he had created that chance all alone. He received the ball essentially in the middle of the pitch, dribbled past somebody, caught inside the box, got past two players. I don't know how. The ball must have bounced off the defenders and back to him. And he tries to square it to the second post, but it ends up going too wide. Another huge chance missed for Salah right there. And it's only been 6 minutes. But Liverpool are already looking a lot better than we did in the first leg. Could you imagine an interview with James and FSG after Liverpool lose trends, BVD and Salah, and Liverpool fan buying it? Crazy. Okay, that's gonna be a throw-in for us. You live in a country, you drive MW and upwards. That freaking copy pasta gets me every time. Yeah, it's an intense game so far. PSG are pressing and they definitely have intentions to attack, but they haven't been able to create any chances. Meanwhile, Liverpool, on the feet of Salah, have already had two very, very clear opportunities that we haven't been able to capitalize. What do you think of Salah's heart transplant? Listen, if it helps him score goals and run faster, be aerodynamic, I'm all in for it, but definitely his hair was like one of the character traits about him that he had. Messi will want to break Yamal leg if there's a Spain-Argentina next Finalissima next year? No, I don't think he will. We need to be careful because both times that PSG have actually approached us, they've attacked our fullbacks, obviously, because I think it's the weaker link in our defense, and they have wingers with a lot of pace and a lot of ability. So yeah, we need to be careful behind Robertson's and Alexander-Arnold's backs. Nice from Gravenberch to recover the ball. That's what you like to see. Luis Diaz escaping from Marquinhos is going to put in a cross. The cross ends up taking a deflection, and that's going to be another corner for Liverpool. Yamal could destroy Messi's legacy by 21. Well, it depends. I don't think anybody's ever going to destroy Messi's legacy, but Yamal has the opportunity to, like, I don't know, win a Champions League, win a treble for Barca, and win, like, the World Cup before Messi. He's already won a continental trophy with his national team before Messi. But Messi won a treble and a Ballon d'Or at a very, very young age, so Yamal would have to do some crazy work to actually make that happen, and even then, you cannot erase Messi from history. Biggest comeback since that Barca PSG. Okay, it's crazy to say that Joao Neves is better than McAllister. I don't agree with that. Even with McAllister not having the best form right now. Oh! Shoot! No, Lucho! He couldn't get it. He fit his body for the shot. Donnarumma deflects it, and the shot from Szoboszlai ends up going over the crossbar, but that set-piece routine from Liverpool was very, very dangerous. The header from Virgil ends up taking a deflection, but he had been left all alone. Fabian Ruiz had lost him in the mark. But yeah, his header ended up taking a deflection and play results in nothing. You have to say Yamal has GOAT potential. Yeah, for sure. He definitely has. I think it would be wrong to put that kind of those kind of expectations on Yamal, but you can't deny what he's done before many of the other goats of the sport have even played a professional game. So yeah, obviously that Yamal has goat potential. That's gonna be another throwing for us because Donnarumma doesn't know how to shoot a football. So far, liking this approach from Liverpool a lot better. Messi needed penalties. Yeah, good one. Ooh, that's a good ball for Barcola. Barcola down the middle. Oh, we need to take it away. No. And right away, in the first chance that they have, PSG strike back. Is Dembele the one who scores? It was, like I was saying, it was a very, very good ball for Barcola at the back of Andy Robertson. We needed to take care of the space behind our fullbacks, and we didn't. Like I said a few minutes ago, that could definitely be a possibility, that they could expose the space behind our fullbacks. And yeah, someone in the midfield, I failed to see who it was, puts in an amazing ball for Barcola behind Robertson. Yeah, Dembele is the one to put in the pass. We have to check if Barcola is onside. Dembele is onside, and then we have to see if his pass for Barcola, if Barcola is onside or not. But then yeah, Barcola squares it down the middle. Yeah, and there's a disconnect in the defense. Alisson comes out to pick it up, but Konate slides and ends up knocking it out of Alisson's reach and serves it basically on a silver platter for Dembele to score a tap-in. And yeah, I mean, unless Barcola is offside, that's going to be 1-0 to PSG, and the tie is even. Average goal I consider on FIFA, yeah, like your center back or your goalkeeper doing something stupid, but it's unfortunate. A bit of a disconnect in the defense. We get caught lacking in transition with that. Dembele put in an amazing pass for Barcola behind Robertson, and we get exposed. Now it's our turn to find a response. Yeah, it's Konate's fault, assuming that Alisson shouted that he was going to fetch the ball. But yeah, that first pass from Dembele was amazing, spotting Barcola all alone behind Robertson. But it's what I was saying, like, they can so easily attack our fullbacks. Luis Diaz takes a deflection, it's gonna be another corner. Yeah, we press way too hard with no cover. But I mean, yeah, Robertson is at fault for leaving that much space behind him and not being able to catch up to Barcola. Apparently it's not a corner, I think. The Chilean guy on Twitter is celebrating. I blocked him a long time ago, so I don't know about it. Real Madrid won Mac. I don't know how true that is, but I've always said that McAllister is that caliber of player and that Real Madrid could really use someone like him in midfield. A compliment to Valverde. Okay, so what's the lie? McAllister opens it wide for Robertson, but yeah, instantly PSG go back into their defensive shape and we don't seem to have a way to break them down that easily. Konate going forward, he shoots! And it's saved by Donnarumma. Donnarumma just barely getting his fingers on it. Konate driving forward that nobody covers him, and so he simply decides to shoot. And yeah, Donnarumma, I believe that was going in. And Donnarumma stretching to make that save, and it's going to be a corner for Liverpool. Yeah, I think it definitely was going in. Huge save from Donnarumma right there. Let's see what we can make out of this corner. It's cleared away. McAllister with another cross, and again cleared away by Donnarumma. Ball is put inside the middle. And this game has turned very, very messy, very complicated. Great play from McAllister, but gets dispossessed. Here comes Kvaratskhelia again for Barcola. Barcola is all alone. Alisson with the save. Another save from Alisson, one-on-one with Barcola, just like in the first leg. But once again, we lose the ball and we get hit in transition, and PSG are so dangerous in the counter-attack. Another clinical pass for Barcola, and he ended up being all alone in front of Alisson. Luckily, his finish was absolutely terrible. Salah fights for it, and I think that's going to be another corner for us. Amazing pass. Amazing ball carrying and amazing pass from Vicha Kvaratskhelia. Oh, but what a technique from Alisson. Never actually diving, but running alongside Barcola, waiting for the proper time to make the save, waiting for that shot patiently, never committing, and not giving the striker, forcing the striker to make a choice. And Barcola ends up choosing wrong. McAllister with the cross. Ooh! Diogo Jota was all alone. But his header ended up going just over the crossbar. Yeah, they had lost him. Great jump from Diogo Jota, but the header is not quite on target. Yeah, so far it's a great game, especially for the neutrals. Yeah, usually great at headers, despite his height. But I don't know, he needs to find a way to influence the game more as well. He doesn't do the same things that Firmino did. See Trent playing it long for Salah, but gets cleared away. Amazing pass sequence from PSG to play out from the back, but Vitinha ends up losing the ball. And here comes Liverpool in the counter-attack, sort of. Here's Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz tries to pass it to Szoboszlai, but gets intercepted. Here comes Barcola once again. And Robertson is caught off position, and so Van Dijk is the one that has to make the clearance. Robertson is having a horrible game so far. That's why if you're any team, you're super comfortable just attacking Liverpool's fullbacks. Wow, like PSG have been super imprecise so far this game. We've gained so many throw-ins just because PSG failed to make a simple pass. And even then they are leading the game because we made one defensive blunder and they capitalized on it brilliantly. Here comes Mo Salah. Salah for Gravenberch. Gravenberch inside the box. It was Alexander-Arnold, the one who was running up inside the box. But it's gonna be a foul for PSG. Yeah, I mean, watching the replay of the goal again, it looks like Konate never even looks at Alisson. But Alisson seemed to protest that he was meant to be the one to catch it. I don't hate what Konate tried to do either, but the execution was just not it because he left the ball hanging like low fruit for Dembele to just come in and tap it in. Okay, Trent going forward once again. He's possessed. He recovers the ball though. Diogo Jota tries to fight for it as well, same as Soboslai. And here's Diogo Jota. He has no support. He's all alone next to the box, and yeah, he's gonna get dispossessed. Yeah, even if we can't recover the ball that high off the pitch, if we can't do anything happen. Nice ball recovery from Luis Diaz, but yeah, it's not gonna translate into an instant chance. By the way, everybody, you can now check out my most recent video, which was made public today for everyone to watch. It was released 48 hours ago for the members of the channel, and it's been up for a few hours already. It's about every time that the Chilean national team have tried to shithouse their way into a World Cup, a bit of a short essay, documentary, or whatever across time. So if you're interested in that, especially since we're close to the March window, the international break, and the CONMEBOL qualifiers are going to return, I definitely recommend you check it out. It would help me out a lot if you support the content like that. So thank you very much. Liverpool still trying to attack here, but that's a foul, and PSG are going to escape from danger once again. Robertson, the one who committed the foul on Hakimi. It's been a while since we've had a clear chance. I mean, that shot from Konate was the closest we got for a while after the two initial chances from Salah. Donnarumma had to make a really good save to stop that, but yeah, we are struggling to create much of anything now. It seems like we really took a hit from that goal that we conceded. Not like PSG looked that much more threatening, but even Barcola had a chance to double their lead and turn the tie around when he faced Alisson. And here comes PSG again. This is Vicha. Cutting inside, gets dispossessed. Nuno Mendes wins that header over Salah pretty easily. And so PSG recovered the ball. Not liking what I see. But what should we even change? That's what I'm trying to wonder. Like, what's wrong at the moment? I'm trying to figure out if we are doing something especially wrong, or we just been getting unlucky. That's not a good cross from Nuno Mendes, and so it's gonna be a goal kick. My stream fell. Seems like I lost my internet connection. No! Don't fail me now! What are you doing? tiredness is starting to show. It's been a lot of games with the same lineup. For Liverpool, we're alive in every competition. Well, not the FA Cup, but you know what I mean. And yeah, it's eventually going to take a toll on the players. They're under a lot of pressure. We have to keep up in the Premier League, and yeah, obviously these games that are the most important of the entire calendar year. So there's no way that you're gonna rest players like at any moment. When we did rest players, we lost to Plymouth. So yeah, it's really, really not great for the players who have to just be at so many games. Okay, this is getting stupid. Where's my Wi-Fi, man? It clearly is still on because I'm live. I think this is the anniversary of when Atletico beat Liverpool at Anfield 5 years ago. Yeah, I couldn't watch that game. I was at school, but I was keeping up with the score, and I was just so devastated that we lost in that way. I was super hyped to try and go back to back, but it wasn't meant to be. To lose in such heartbreaking fashion in extra time was horrible. Well, my internet's being difficult, so I hope that not much is going on in the game. Or that at least that Liverpool have scored like 5 goals and I can relax for the rest of the stream, but this is some tense stuff. It's even the scoreline. Still 1-0 it seems. In the other games, Inter had got a goal, Marcus Thuram, so they are now 3-0 up on aggregate against Feyenoord. Leverkusen Bayern Munich remains goalless. Oh my god. What is wrong with my Wi-Fi? Do I need to turn off my TV and start again? So dumb. So dumb. Free to do this. I'm gonna put the game on my phone while I try to fix that. Alright, let's see. Okay, PSG are trying to play out from the back right now. Great ball for Barcola, but it's a bit too long and it's going to be a goal kick for Liverpool. Makes you feel better. I'm having severe allergic reactions to pollen. Why would I feel better that you're suffering? If you're not suffering for United, I'm not happy. You need to be suffering for the right reasons. PSG is growing in this game. I hate to hear that. Okay, finally I got it back up. And surprisingly, it's at the exact same time that as my timer. I don't know how I did that. Guess I'm a genius. Right. That was a decent cross from Shota. But Soboslai doesn't reach it and it's cleared away. So Oslai fights for it, same as McAllister. We end up getting the ball back, no fouls as the ref. Salah, Trent, hey, and that's not a foul? Vicha was very, very mad right there. Just pushing McAllister away. Yeah, we have to play it all the way back anyway. Long ball for Salah, doesn't reach him. Come on, we need a bit of something right now. Konate makes a great interception. McAllister with the ball. Gets dispossessed once again. McAllister again trying to do a bit too much. And here comes Dembele. Another amazing save from Alisson coming off his line to catch the ball. But yeah, another time that McAllister receives the ball and tries to do a bit too much and ends up getting dispossessed. Let's see what we can do now. Alisson is saving our bacon once again. Mohamed Salah with the cross. Donnarumma clears it away. The ball is still at our feet. McAllister for Gravenberch. Here's Salah once again on the right, facing Nuno Mendes. Ball down the middle for Alexander-Arnold. But his shot gets deflected. We still keep a hold of the ball. So it seems like we're grasping onto the game right now, but we need to actually concrete a chance. Salah once again against Nuno Mendes. He gets beat. And yeah, that's a duel won for Nuno Mendes. Yeah, amazing from Alisson once again against Dembele. Crazy the difference it makes to have a world-class goalkeeper. You can make the argument that it's just the most important position in football in general. We saw what Courtois did in a Champions League final. He basically won the game on his own. We saw what crucial saves can do at a World Cup with Emi Martinez. And right now with Alisson in a Champions League tie, because this tie would be very much in PSG's favor. Ooh, decent attempt from Diogo Jota, but it goes over the crossbar. Retroactive yellow on Trent for the intention. The intention of what? Did I miss anything? Or am I behind? I'm exactly at where my clock is at, so that's... If that's any clue as to where you are right now, Seb. But I failed to see what it was about Trent that merited a yellow card. It definitely hurts not to have Conor Bradley as an option right now. It's only Trent. We go with Trent or bust. But I wonder if we should really go with Tsimikas instead of Robertson at this point, because he's been getting exposed left, right and center, and it's not like he adds much to the attack anyway. There he goes again, behind him, and Dembele is cutting inside the box. Ball for Vicha, just over the crossbar. Another very dangerous opportunity for PSG. Once again, space behind Robertson. Dembele is the one to appear on the wing and square it down the middle for Kvaratskhelia near the edge of the box. And his shot, it took a deflection on Gravenberch. It was Gravenberch who saved it actually, so it's gonna be a corner. Yeah, PSG are really wasting their opportunities, both in the first and the second leg now. They could really be winning this tie by a comfortable margin at this point. But Alisson and their poor finishing is what's keeping them down. And this is a great opportunity for a counter-attack. That was amazing from Alisson to catch the ball and just instantly send it forward. Mo Salah trying to square it down for Gravenberch. Not quite. That was an amazing attempt at a counter-attack. Alisson is just doing everything. He's making the saves and then setting up for counter-attacks by playing quickly and making the right pass at the right speed. But we don't capitalize on it. Our counter-attack this tie has been awful, except for that one time. Salah tries to control that. It's gonna be a throw-in for Liverpool. Such a close game at the moment, but PSG is the one that has the advantage. Salah. Salah once again. Gravenberch basically appearing as a winger at the moment. Hello, Crate. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome back to the stream. We need a bit of... we need to try and find another opportunity like we did during the early minutes. Luis Diaz gets brought down. No foul, says the ref. Thanks to Crate, so many people became members of the channel during the last stream. And yeah, that allowed a lot of people to have early access to my last video, so thank you so much for that. Yeah, it's 1-1 in the aggregate score at the moment. I could add something for the aggregate score, but that's too much work at the moment. Ow. Fabian Ruiz basically hit Gravenberch on the head right there, but I think that they gave the foul to PSG because Gravenberch was holding onto the ball in a way that's not allowed. Yeah, at least it's not like we're going out with this result, but still not ideal considering we are the home team. We should be the one who's trying to close this tie out. Extra time, I don't know how much it benefits us. We do have options off the bench, but so does PSG. Both squads have a lot of depth. Here comes Vicha once again on the left, facing against Alexander-Arnold. Tries to shoot, but it's square down the middle, and so that's an easy save for Alisson. The Liverpool fans that are at Anfield need to show up. Like, at the moment I have an easier time listening to the PSG Ultras in the away stand. Need to hear more from the Liverpool fans if we are to turn this situation around. How many clubs are better than PSG right now? Not many. Barcelona is one of them. I think that both Real and Atletico Madrid are better. And I think we are better, but in current form, I'm not really sure. PSG definitely play better as a team than Liverpool, in my opinion. Robertson with the cross to nobody. And I mean, if we lose to PSG, it will be hard to argue that they are better than us, that they are worse than us, because they played better in the first leg and got unlucky. And so far in this first half, it's been close. It's been very competitive. Liverpool have actually played a decent game and we created a few good chances of our own, but PSG have looked really, really threatening. So the overall balance so far showing that PSG are the better team. Bicha once again gets dispossessed. I mean, PSG definitely a shout to win the Champions League, especially if they progress tonight. But yeah, Ooh, that was an amazing shot from Dembele. I really thought that was going in. Apparently the shot took a deflection and that's gonna be another corner. Yeah, I think the shot from Dembele took a deflection on McAllister. So close to the far post. Almost a second for PSG, and it's gonna be a corner for them. Luis Enrique also thought that was going in. Bicha with the cross, another catch by Alisson. Luis Diaz lost in a ball for Diogo Jota, but he gets bullied out of it by Pacho. And here comes PSG once again. Bicha, defended by both Alexander-Arnold and Konate. And yeah, Barcola loses possession, and here comes Trent once again. Salah, waiting for Luis Diaz to make the run, but Salah never decided to actually make the pass. And so, yeah, we're back at square one. I felt like Luis Diaz should have run more wide open, and Salah definitely needed to make that pass quicker. By the time he hesitated, Luis Diaz was already in a position that wasn't that good, and yeah, we had to recycle the ball backwards, but we lost an opportunity for a counter attack. Luis Diaz cutting inside. McAllister, Szoboszlai, McAllister gets blocked. He tried to shoot from distance there, but he got blocked at the final moment. We do recover the ball cleanly. Robertson with the cross, reached nobody. But PSG are struggling to keep a hold of the ball at the moment. This seems to be Liverpool's time once again. But we need to actually, again, as I've been saying this entire game, get it done. That's what matters. Get that goal. Put us in front once again. It's not as easy as it sounds. Amazing pass. Maybe not quite. We're approaching halftime. The overall score is 1-1. Liverpool getting the lead in Paris. And so far, PSG making things equal in Anfield. Another bad pass gives us another throw-in. But we need less throw-ins and more shots on target. We need to try and trouble Donnarumma like we did. The only time that we troubled Donnarumma in the first leg, it was a goal. This time, he has been making better saves and better clearances. Dembele scored for PSG. It was a great play. He carried it forward. It was in transition. Counter attack. He passed it to Barcola, who was all alone behind Robertson. There was a lot of space, and then Barcola squared it down the middle. A bit of a defensive fumble from Liverpool, where Konate slided and tried to get the ball away while Alisson was trying to catch it. Miscommunication. Alisson is off his line, and Konate doesn't quite clear it, and the ball lands at the feet of Dembele. He just puts it in the net. So yeah, a bit of a unfortunate situation for Liverpool, where we get caught lacking in transition, Robertson leaving a lot of space behind him, and then defensive blunder between Konate and Alisson, bit of miscommunication, and Dembele is the one to capitalize on it. Yeah, not only is he still at PSG, but he's been fantastic this season. Finally showing that level that he showed once at Dortmund. No, Liverpool were appealing for a penalty there, but Fabian Ruiz barely even touches Szoboszlai, if he even touches him inside of the box. So no, that's never in a million years a penalty. 30 seconds to go, as there was only 1 minute added into stoppage time. So it seems that we're gonna head to the dressing rooms dead even, and Arne Slot and the boys are gonna have to figure out solutions to try and advance. Only 1 minute, so it's about to end already. Seems like PSG are gonna have the last kick of the game, of the first half actually. Vitinha with the free kick, but he's delaying so much that I think that the ref is just gonna ask for the ball. That's gonna be it. Yep. That's the end of the first half. Liverpool 0, PSG 1. 1-1 on aggregate. Dembele the one who scored. Salah had two golden opportunities at the start of the game. Basically an open net, but a clutch clearance from Nuno Mendes denied him from opening the score tonight. And after that, he had an amazing individual play that ended up with him having a shot trying to square it into the far post. Ended up going just a bit wide. After that, Konate had a shot from outside the box that forced a really, really good save from Donnarumma, but that's basically it from Liverpool. And apart from the goal, Bicha had a few chances. Barcola had a one-on-one with Alisson once again. Alisson had to make a few clutch interceptions, and Dembele had a shot that took a deflection from McAllister and went just wide of the second post. So I think that this first half has been really, really close. I think that Liverpool definitely unlucky to concede this first half. Looking at the chances, should have been either 0-0 or 1-1, but Liverpool was the one that made the defensive mistake, and PSG capitalized on it, so that explains why they are winning 1-0 at the moment. Definitely, I wouldn't say it's undeserved, because if you look at the first leg, PSG deserved a lot more. This first half was very, very competitive, very close. We're going to have to see what Liverpool's approach is for the second half. Like you're saying, great, still 45 minutes to go. And yeah, we're going to have to see what reaction we can show. For now, I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee. You can tell me your thoughts about the first half in the comments, and I'll read them once I'm back. So yeah, be right back. Yo, great! Stop that! Great! Thank you so much for the 20 gifted memberships. Whoa! A lot has happened here today. Yeah, I don't want penalties. I hate penalties too. I hate penalties. I love penalties when I'm a neutral watching, but I hate penalties for my teams. Great! Thank you so much. First, for becoming a member for 2 months. Welcome to the Bowlers, and welcome to Rusty Shackleford as well, member of the channel now for 7 months. You can see that he has the little Copa Libertadores icon because he's already evolved past the regular bowler that just has my channel icon. You evolve into the Copa Libertadores, you can then evolve into the Copa America, and finally the World Cup if you are a member of the channel. For how long? I forgot for how long, but eventually you get that. And thank you, of course, Great, so much for gifting 20 memberships. 2 out of 20 this time around. Yeah, Leonardo Melnik and Seb Bowl are now part of the Bowlers. So thank you so much for that. We've learned already that the memberships that don't get given are given back to Crate after 24 hours pass. It was so funny because I was looking at my channel metrics today, and I looked at the part of the monetization, and on the day of the stream there was like a huge spike that was the gifted memberships, and then the very next day a huge drop, like actually negative money. Like YouTube subtracted money from me to give back those memberships. Obviously in the end it ended up being a positive gain, so I obviously thank Crate very much for that. But yeah, it's very weird what YouTube does with the memberships, but at least Crate doesn't lose any money from doing this. It's just investing into the ones that actually got gifted memberships. So once again, welcome to Leonardo and welcome to Seb Bowl, to the Bowlers. You have access to my videos 48 hours in advance, to custom emojis to use during in the chat during the live streams, or to use in the comments of my videos, and to monthly polls for the next topic of the members video, which I'll be posting the poll very soon. I believe tomorrow I'm gonna post it, so you can vote on the video for next month. And yes, I do microwave my coffee because I don't have a coffee machine. I could boil water for it, but I use the microwave. Seb just testing out the emojis. Poggers, my laugh, and just somebody getting bonked. I don't know why somebody's getting bonked. It's really rude. Sounds like that. You could actually hear my microwave. Is my mic that goated? Disgusting. Posh brick with an espresso machine. No, you're just European. I'm like third world country. That's what happens. To throw it in the pan and then back in the cup? I guess so. Aiming for Copa Sudamericana? Nah, man. Copa Libertadores fluent in this channel. Sadly not Boca at the moment. But the Boca Juniors emotes coming through, of course. Throw stones? No, that's the River Plate way. No. You did predict Liverpool to lose. Well, Haris, welcome back to the chat once again, and for now you're right. We'll have to see what happens in the second half. Nivek, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Moist playing awful. He can't get past Nuno Mendes. For the most part, yeah, Nuno Mendes has gotten the best of that duel so far. At the start of the game, Salah was looking very sharp and involved, but he couldn't finish his chances, and right now, yeah, hasn't had the best impact. Nivek. Someone you recognize alternate history. It's not mod. What do you mean it's mod? It's coffee with milk. Shut up. What do you mean mod? Rude. I don't know if there's anything in particular that we should change going into the second half. It's tricky. It's not like we've been playing a bad game. But maybe we need to find some sort of solidity at the back to not get exposed by those passes behind our fullbacks in transition that had been troubling us so much. Maybe subbing Simikas or something, but we also cannot go too defensive, thinking about obviously trying to win the tie. But considering there are 5 substitutions we can make, I wouldn't mind spending one subbing Simikas in for Robertson. I don't think donations are disabled. They shouldn't be, at least. I see the icon here, but I don't think out of everybody, I never asked for donations. I have them enabled because ever since, I reached the monetization point, but if there's anybody that doesn't need to donate, it's definitely you, Craig. You've done plenty already. Can't expect Salah just to enter the box. That is true, but you should get past Nuno Mendes a few times at least if you're facing him that much. Or at least all our teammates should be free using that space. I don't think we need to rely on long distance shots for now. We've had chances where we could actually break down PSG's defense. Alright, great. Thank you so much for dropping by and for the gifted memberships once again. Have a good one. Take care of yourself. At 80 minutes, oh, so you're gonna come back at a very, very crazy and stressful time, I can imagine. Unless we score like 3 goals right away. Right. Seems like second half is about to begin. Need to show a bit more, lads. It's LSG, remember. Come on, boys. It cannot end like this. First of all, thank you so much for coming, Malek. Welcome back. Second, I'm not pivoting to Liverpool because Boca are out of the Libertadores. Okay? You can check last year, I was already making all the Liverpool live streams for the Champions League, so I'm here for that. I would be doing these streams regardless, even if Boca was still in the Libertadores. It's not because Boca are eliminated that I'm going for Liverpool, and I'm still watching the Boca games. I'm just not streaming them because it's an awful time for most of my audience and many of the games in the Argentine league are simply not that interesting. I will for sure stream the Super Clásico against River Plate still, so don't worry about that. Just because Boca are in the dumpster, still gonna be supporting them and making content about them and making the live streams. As we are underway for the second half of the second leg of the round of 16 between Liverpool and PSG here at Anfield. Instantly, that's a foul for Liverpool. And the first yellow card of the game, I want to say, for Marquinhos. I'm not coping, shut up. Like Boca aren't good. We're top of the league. We're not top of the league, I'm lying. But we're not doing bad in the league. Slowly picking up form. A bit too late to pick up form. But let's see. Andy Robertson with the cross gets cleared away. McAllister's gonna fight for it, but Dembele is the one who wins it. And again, we're getting hit in transition. Picha Kvaratskhelia tries to shoot from distance, but gets blocked. Any chance I'll stream tomorrow's game? I could. It feels a bit weird because I didn't stream the first leg between Real Madrid and Atleti, and I don't support either team. I just hate Real Madrid. So would be a bit awkward to stream that game, but it's definitely the highlight game of basically the entirety of the round of 16 and the one that is more wide open. So if there's interest for me watching that game on stream, I could definitely set it up. It's more than just Riquelme, but he's been at the head of the club for 5 years now, and Boca has never once looked good. We've won championships, but it was more the fault of the teams we were fighting against in those title races than our own good attributes. We really didn't play well in both of those leagues that we won with Riquelme. The Copa Argentina as well, the Argentine Cup as well. We got to a Libertadores final just kind of shithousing and winning on pens. The signings are awful. Besides like last window where it was a bit decent, the signings are always awful. No, River are also really bad right now. So I think that the Super Clásico is heating up to be like a battle of the mid. It's gonna be super funny and entertaining. Horrible football from both sides. Yeah, River have been more consistent in the Libertadores lately, obviously, because Boca hasn't been in the Libertadores for 2 years straight now. But they haven't been convincing like ever, and in the knockouts they struggle heavily, and unless every time they have to face a Brazilian team, basically. They are known for good football, but even big clubs have bad spells, and River and Boca are going through a bad spell right now. Well, Gallardo is the manager that they've had since 2014, except for that short period where De Michelis took charge, but he got sacked and they got Gallardo back. Got a parental filter set up. What's a parental filter? I have no filters. I don't know, like. Oh, like swears get blocked in chat? That's weird. I mean, everything is seen in my chat. If you look at the chat on the screen of the actual video, like, there is no censoring. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to change the settings of the chat. Like, there doesn't seem to be an option for that. Maybe I'll check it out later. I don't know. Yeah, Cavani, he's had good spells. 2024, I think, was a very positive year for him. He scored a lot more than he did in 2023, and he scored some important goals too, but right now he's struggling big time. And yeah, I don't think I've seen a striker ever miss as many open nets as he has. It's like a bit crazy. Nice move from Soboslai. Here comes Robertson with the cross, gets cleared away. Once again, our crossing has not been effective. PSG's defense looks extremely solid, and we are not doing a good job at breaking them down. Okay, Diogo Jota opening up for Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz waiting for somebody to accompany him. Oh, Alexander-Arnold saved by Donnarumma. Trent once again. Trent hits the post. Trent again. Deflection goal! No, it's offside. Fuck! Soboslai has scored on the rebound, but it's offside apparently. Let's see it again. First, Trent with the shot, saved by Donnarumma. Four by Soboslai. Trent once again shoots. Hits the post. Is he offside? Where's the offside? Oh, where's the offside? Hold on. Yeah, Trent with the first super power. Oh, that's the offside. Like early on in the play, the pass from Diogo Jota to Luis Diaz, and yeah, Luis Diaz is offside. Yeah, there's the one. It was just super early into the play. But yeah, Luis Diaz is offside, like in the build-up of the play. And then yeah, it developed into pure chaos. Trent with the shot, catches the rebound, fires again, hits the post, then tries to square it down the middle, ends up at the feet of Soboslai. He taps it in, but yeah, it's offside. So no equalizer. Yeah, Luis Diaz just barely offside there. Nunez has missed more. It's a Uruguayan thing. No. But Nunez has missed crazy one-on-one situations a lot. Cavani, I'm talking, he's missed open nets on a consistent basis. Like, he's staring the goal from 1 or 2 yards out, and there's no goalkeeper, and he straight up misses the ball or misses the target. I can think off the top of my head like 3 or 4 times that's happened to him, like against Nacional, against Sarmiento, obviously against Alianza Lima, against Godoy Cruz, I think was one. I don't know, like it's just crazy. Speaking of the devil, Darwin Nunez is talking with one of the assistants, so it's very likely that he's gonna be subbed in. Yeah, the Cavani situation seems definitely to be a confidence thing, in my opinion. Yeah, latest game, Eitanioka. That too. Got nutmegged. Pretty bad. Missed so many chances. What are you doing on 12-12-12? What do you mean 12-12-12? Like 12-12-12 has been over not over, like over 12 years ago. I can do something for 12-12 when it arrives at the end of the year. I don't know if I'm gonna be around, but for 12-12-12, that's gonna take almost 90 years. I think the last Boca Juniors video of last year, the one where I recapped 2024, was uploaded. Oh, it's Soboslai with the shot gets denied. The ball was squared down the middle once again, and William Pacho makes the clutch block to deny Soboslai. Once again, Luis Diaz had put in that cross. Nuno Mendes is not able to fully clear it away, and then it's Pacho, the one who blocks Soboslai. It's gonna be a corner. 12th of November 2012. But we did celebrate back then. What do you mean? We celebrate every 12th of December, Boca Day. And I think my recap of 2024 was uploaded on that day as well. What a good header! No! What a save from Donnarumma. We really deserve an equalizer right now, but in the end it's PSG, the ones who are in the counter-attack right now. Barcola, it's gonna be a very bad cross, but Barcola still reached it. The ball is still in play. Vicha, Vitinha, they fight for the ball. We recover it. Let's see what we can do. Man, I wanna see a replay of that header. Okay? Salah, this is your moment, Mo. This is your moment, Mo. Lucho! Please! Somebody shoot! Somebody shoot! Bro, what are we doing? How can we not finish off that counter-attack with a shot? Or was it offside? They're stopping the play. Dude! Why does nobody shoot? First I thought it was gonna be Salah at some point here. Like, try to play it long. But then he spots Luis Diaz making the run. Lucho, shoot! What are you doing? Why are we overcomplicating things? And then we lose possession. Oh my god, man. Here's the header from Luis Diaz. Look at that save from Donnarumma. What is that? It was a great header from Luis Diaz. Didn't have the most speed. And that's what allows Donnarumma to go back on his steps and slap it away. Does Boca sign any Brazilians? We haven't signed Brazilians since like the 50s, I believe. Or maybe like in the 90s we must have signed like a random Brazilian for sure. That's when we signed like random footballers. In the 90s we had a Japanese and someone from Cameroon come over to Boca to play. But I don't know if there were any Brazilians too. But very few Brazilians come to the Argentine League, if any. Just a money thing. Like, why would Brazilians leave the Brazilian League if they get paid more and the level of competition is better? You'd have to be an awful Brazilian that has no chance to play in Serie A to want to come to the Argentine League. That's the whole gist about it. You get to stay home, get more money, where you're more comfortable with your people, your same language, and you have a more competitive league. So like, why would you leave? It's impossible to attract Brazilians to this league. We attract from other countries because our league is better than theirs, but yeah, the Brazilian league is number one by sure. Yeah, in South America at the moment, definitely. For a while they've been dominating. There's a reason why they won the last 6 Copa Libertadores. Shota takes a rebound, and it's gonna be a corner. This second half, Liverpool have been a lot better than PSG. We really deserve to get an equalizer, but it feels kind of like the opposite situation of the first game, where the team that doesn't really deserve to be leading is leading. Yeah, there's a lot of really big teams in Brazil. They have like 12 big teams, but no Brazilian team has won the Copa Libertadores more than 3 times. While Argentina has 4: Independiente, Boca, River, and Estudiantes that have won more than 3. Yeah, PSG deserved to win by a big margin in Paris, and we kind of denied them thanks to Alisson. McAllister with the cross, another deflection. Another clearance by Donnarumma, and Salah gets the rebound and gets cleared off the line again. Vicha Kvaratskhelia, of all people, making the clearance off the line to deny Salah the equalizer. That's insane. Ay. We really deserve that equalizer. Come on, man. Another corner. Let's see if we can make something happen. We've come so close. In the past 10 minutes, we've had like 4 or 5 clear chances. McAllister with the cross. It's a bit too short this time. Dembele is not able to win that duel, and we're gonna recycle the ball back to Alisson. I mean, but the Recopa thing is that it's mainly that Botafogo got screwed over by their owner, who basically sold all their players to bail out Lyon, which is the other club that he owns, because Lyon were about to relegate in France due to financial issues. And to bail them out, he basically raided Botafogo of all of their players. Some of them sold to Lyon, and yeah, Botafogo, basically the team that they had when they won Libertadores, is now non-existent, and so they were just a weaker team than Racing in that Recopa. So yeah, it's not really about the Brazilian teams balling, but when a team wins the Libertadores, it usually gets raided by the European teams, and the Sudamericana teams that win just get overlooked, and that's why the Super Cup in South America ends up being a lot closer than in Europe. Yeah, I think that if you're a Botafogo fan, you definitely trade winning the league and the Brasileirao, and next year your club gets rated, right? It's like that. I'm sure most of us would. I would trade Liverpool winning the Premier League and the Champions League, and the next year we sell like Salah, Van Dijk, and Alisson, because the trophies are forever. We can rebuild after that. But it definitely makes you mad. You don't want to make that trade. If you actually want to stay competitive, you would like keep your players, you know. It was like 3 still. We created some huge chances. Yeah, great. Still 1-1, but over the past like 15 minutes, Liverpool have been by far the better team. We've had so many chances. And yeah, PSG, Donnarumma made a clutch save, and then they made 2 clearances off the line. We wasted a counter attack. We had a goal disallowed for offside. So yeah, Liverpool are knocking on the door, but we're not knocking the door down. Atletico Mineiro was really good. Yeah, they made the final. Yeah, I believe that Arne Slot must have been like, lads, is PSG, and suddenly the players realize like, oh yeah, we are supposed to beat these bombs, but we can break them through. They are defending like lions back there, the same way that we defended in Paris. So even though we are better right now and we are creating the chances, as I say that, Luis Diaz is escaping down the left, he's putting in another cross, but it gets cleared away. Fluminense 2 years ago, they were really good. Well, yeah. Yeah, I suffered that myself. But it is what it is. After that, they became extremely mid. Yeah, and they also got rated, that too. Okay, let's see. Salah, once again. He gets brought down. Is that a penalty? No, it's not, says the ref. There's definitely a penalty appeal right there. But the ref says that Salah was diving right there. Now the ball at PSG's feet. Here comes Dembele. Tries to cut it inside. Gets cleared away, luckily. That's a foul on Diogo Jota. I want to see that replay to see if there was a foul on Salah from Nuno Mendes. No. No. It's not a penalty. If there's a foul, I think the contact was outside the box. I believe it was a foul, but it's outside the box, so it's not going to be a penalty. Yeah, in South America it's like that. You win, you get rated. It takes 5 or 4 years to get back to the same level. Doué, who made a really good cameo in the first leg, getting subbed in for Barcola. I'm gonna see if he has any impact for PSG. If all the talents of South America stayed in South America, it would rival Europe, but like back in the days, for sure. You don't have to look that long ago, like you said, like Boca beating the Galacticos, and that was even when like South America began getting rated in the 90s after that rule that that allowed players from the European Union to not be considered basically like import slots in European teams, and basically that allowed European teams to sign a lot of foreign players from other continents. And yeah, that's when South America really began to get rated. But before that, like in the 80s, 70s, most stars from South America stayed in South America, and so it was really, really competitive between the South American and European teams. In the 90s, the balance began to shift, but even then, South American teams found ways to beat European teams like Boca. Against Real Madrid, against AC Milan in 2003. So, but yeah, even then already, South America was getting rated heavily, and you have to see that the last time that South America won the Club World Cup was Corinthians in 2012 when they beat Chelsea. But since then, it's been like, it's going to be almost 13 years since a CONMEBOL team has won the Club World Cup. And it's been all Europe since then, and there have been times where CONMEBOL hasn't even made the final, and we've seen like an African or an Asian team be in the Club World Cup final against the Champions League winner. So CONMEBOL definitely suffering from selling all of our best players to Europe from at such an early age. Yeah, that's what happens. Like the Club World Cup gets disrespected in Europe because you played against nobodies. Back in the day, it used to be a real competition because the teams from South America were scary. And here in South America, the Club World Cup is seen as a big thing. In Argentina, there's a saying that if you're not a world champion, you're not a big club. And so winning the Club World Cup actually means a lot here. And the clubs who have done it have a lot of respect. Boca has won 3, 1977 against Borussia Mönchengladbach, who didn't win the Champions League, but they lost the final to Liverpool. We should have played the final against Liverpool, but Liverpool decided not to come, and so the runner-up team, which was Borussia Mönchengladbach, came. We beat them in 2000, Real Madrid in 2003. AC Milan. In 2001, we played against Bayern Munich. We took them to extra time. We got robbed in that game. And yeah, we should have played against Liverpool in 1978 as well, but Liverpool again decided not to show up, and that Club World Cup ended up being deserted. I don't know why it wasn't awarded to Boca via wildcard, but it is what it is. Yeah, there was a limit to the imports, and the imports from other countries in Europe counted as well. So that was the main thing. Once teams from the players from the European Union stopped being foreigners, that's what changed everything. If Boca end up in the final, well, that would be a dream. I doubt it's going to happen, but it would be fantastic. I think that Trent has suffered an injury, and that would be really bad because we don't have Conor Bradley or anyone to replace him at right back, so we'll probably have to improvise with someone in that position. Yeah, English teams were banned for a while because of the instances of violence from the hooligans, not only from Liverpool. The Liverpool hooligans were like the most renowned ones, but every big English club suffered from hooligan problems. Yeah, Atleti won the Club World Cup despite not winning the Champions League like that. The same way that Monkhead Blackback could have been world champions without winning the Champions League if they had beaten us. Yeah, I think we have that record alongside Sao Paulo from Brazil with 3. And Nacional from Paraguay. Nacional from Uruguay, not from Paraguay. Nacional from Uruguay. Peñarol, I think, has 3. Sao Paulo has 3 and Boca has 3. I think it's a joint record in South America. No one has 4. Yeah, the West Ham hooligans as well. The Liverpool hooligans were more renowned because Liverpool was doing so well in Europe that in late instances of the Champions League and traveling to other countries in Europe, that's where the Liverpool fans would show to the world what the hooligans were. But every club in England had hooligans. It was just that because Liverpool was a successful team, their hooligans were like very well known. Yeah, double substitution right there. Diogo Jota subbed out for Darwin Núñez, and Trent Alexander-Arnold subbed out with an injury, and Kwanzaa being subbed in to fill in the gap in the defense. Not thrilled about that. Only 17 minutes to go before stoppage time, and if the game is still level after that, we're going to have extra time here at Anfield. That injury definitely wasting valuable time for PSG that have managed to weather the storm. Our best moment seems to have passed already. We had the opportunities to take the lead once again in the tie and we couldn't capitalize on it. And now we're back at square one. We also tied Real Madrid on the old Club World Cup format. Yeah, the Intercontinental Cup. That's the one that counts the most. But yeah. That's going to be a corner for Liverpool once again. If you could take one player from the Brasileirao, put it in Boca. Yeah, I think Neymar is the obvious choice, but I would love to have someone like Estevao. Obviously, I think that Estevao would be insane. Someone like Sherson from Flamengo as well. Estevao, Sherson, De Rascaeta, Wesley, those kind of players. Those last ones were from Flamengo. Estevao obviously from Palmeiras, but he's leaving for Chelsea very soon. Another header over the crossbar from Kwanzaa. Imagine if he scored off the bench once again. Obviously he didn't score, but like just like Harvey Elliott did in the first leg, if Kwanzaa scored from the first ball he touched. Front post, not a bad header whatsoever, pretty close. Daverson, no, not Daverson. Although it would be extremely funny. Yeah, Coutinho for Liverpool used to be magical. We definitely scammed Barcelona after that. But he was exceptionally good at Liverpool. I'm not gonna let people diss Coutinho like that, like saying he was never good. He was good at some point. He may have been a fraud afterwards, but at Liverpool he was magical. Yeah, Daverson is a real troll. You need to watch Daverson highlights because like his shit housing is off the roof. If you didn't check him out, like in the last Copa Libertadores for Atlético Mineiro, was insane. But before then for Palmeiras as well, he's crazy. He was not worth the price tag. The thing is that prices got inflated after the Neymar transfer to PSG. That's why we see bombs getting sold for 60 million on a daily basis every transfer window nowadays. Yeah, they were saying that Daverson was a Boca fan as well because when they played River, he kind of made like the Boca stripe, like here, while playing in the Monumental, and also apparently in the bus he was carrying a Boca shirt that somebody gifted him. Yeah, yeah, I think he was saying it just to shit on River. I don't think he meant it. Felipe Melo, I know that he's another Brazilian that is allegedly a Boca fan. He makes fun of River as well the whole time. He uploaded like a TikTok of him reacting to the Super Cup final against Talleres, making fun of them for losing that final. Yeah, Felipe Melo is another shithouser from Brazil, definitely. See, he may have been old, but if we're going for Gary Medel, we should have gone for Felipe Melo. You know what I'm saying? Would have been at least a bit better. Nice from Darwin Núñez to recover the ball. Lucho Diaz, he has nobody to help him. And yeah, he gets dispossessed, but we recover the ball once again. Robertson pushing forward. Robertson really pushing on this one. But yeah, once again, we have to recycle it back. Diaz has no support. He's so close to the edge of the line, and he's getting blocked by two people every time. Not allowed to cut inside, although now he's doing exactly that. He gets brought down. Yep, foul, says the ref. That's going to be a free kick for Liverpool. Everybody hates River Plate, just shit house of a club. Nobody likes their posh, smug neighbor who thinks they are better than everybody else despite clearly not being the best. They are a laughingstock. Amazing cross! No, hits a post! No way, we hit the post again! Offside, says the ref. What a delivery from Andy Robertson. Was that offside? There was no offside. I mean, the second play there was offside. But the header from Konsa was absolutely legit. Why did that have to hit the post, man? McAllister was then offside for the potential rebound. But the header from Konsa was definitely 100% valid. Ah, no way! Hit the post again. What a clear chance once again to win it 10 minutes from the end. Why must we suffer like this? Yeah, River are like the top part with the cane. In fact, there was one of their fans that went viral because he was at the Monumental during one of the games, literally dressed with the top hat and the cane. Their nickname is Los Millonarios, the Millionaires. So, and they live. The Monumental is in Núñez, which is like a posh neighborhood in Buenos Aires. It's like very high class, very expensive. And so like River is associated with the high class and Boca with the low working class. And that's like the cultural divide between the clubs as well, heating the rivalry up even more. Another throw-in. Come on, lads. We still have time to win this. We do not need extra time. PSG do not seem interested in attacking at the moment. They are just defending. They're trying to play the long game. We need to capitalize on them being this defensive. I believe Nunez was offside. I don't know why. Yeah, he decided too late to stop running and Luis Diaz was caught off guard by that. I don't know why Nunez even began running in the first place. I don't know why he's complaining. He was not offside. Nunez was not offside. I thought he was offside too, and I believe he thought he was offside too, and he then complained to Luis Diaz for not completing his run. But Darwin was the one that stopped running. I guess the reasoning from Darwin is that he needed to be inside the box to actually receive the cross from Diaz, but very, very stupid. Dembele with the ball. How true is it really? Because I've seen some dilapidated Villeros at the post-game River interviews. Well, because Boca and River grew so big and gained so many fans, like over time, that class difference ended up being, mixed, because a lot of people from the high class became Boca fans and a lot of people from the lower class became River fans. And so like, because both teams have such massive and unbelievably massive fan bases, the diversity of the fans became very split. But at least on where the neighborhoods they belong and like what their history was in the early days, River is associated with the high class and Boca with the working class. But over time, since they became so massive, it ended up growing towards a middle point eventually. Obviously, there are now people from the high class that support Boca and people from the lower class that support River. Amazing from Diaz, but McAllister is not able to receive that pass. Luis Enrique doesn't look happy because his team is not really connecting any passes at the moment. It's just defending for their lives. Hello, Crate, welcome back. Tense moments. PSG are defending for their lives, and here comes Andy Robertson trying to square it down the middle. No! Luis Diaz once again. Crosses inside, saved by Donnarumma. Man, we keep wasting opportunities like this. Kwanzaa hit the post a few minutes ago. Now another counter-attack that we waste. Pass for Salah. Salah with the cross. Donnarumma punches it over everybody. And it gets cleared away eventually. We're so close yet so far. PSG do not seem interested in attacking whatsoever. They are defending for their lives. But we cannot get that finishing touch in to get the victory. Imagine a Rafinha type of goal. No. I don't need us to concede that type of goal where we're just dominating the game and in the last minute counter-attack, boom, they score. I need us being the one that score. Another corner for Liverpool. Alexis McAllister gonna play this one once the PSG fans stop throwing shit from the stands. There's extra time in the UCL still. There's no more away goals, but there's still extra time. I know that UEFA was in talks to remove extra time, but I actually like extra time. I think it's entertaining. It's more football. Like at the end of the day, removing extra time is less football, and I like watching football. So it's more minutes of football. Don't remove extra time. My God, Lucho, you have to strike that better. No, yeah, if it was a goal for Liverpool, it would be fantastic. But I mean, obviously, horrible strike from Luis Diaz. Do you think Conmebol messed up by removing two legs? I feel like they did. The thing is that I prefer the final in a single game in a neutral venue better. It felt awkward to have a final in your stadium, and then you still have to play the second final in the other stadium, and they have their fans, and you don't have as many of your fans. It always felt weird to me that could happen. I prefer having a neutral venue, both sets of fans, one game decides it all. I like that format more. The thing is that it doesn't work in CONMEBOL because one, we don't have that many stadiums that can host a final of that magnitude, and most fans, South America is so big and it's filled with relatively poor countries that most fans cannot afford a trip to another country, the hotel accommodation, and the ticket for the game. And so we've seen plenty of times where two teams that are relatively unknown or don't have a lot of fans have to travel to another country to a huge stadium, and they cannot afford it, and so the stadium ends up being empty, and this finally super shit. Oh, Ivica with the shot just over the crossbar. After 2023's final, I had extra time. Well, fair, but that's because we lost in extra time. But like, there's been times where we won in extra time too, so like, personally I like extra time a lot more. Do you think it can kick off? No, there's no chance that a Boca River final kicks off in Argentina ever again, really. Not with the level of insecurity. We've seen it play out already. They had to move it to Madrid. Yeah, Fabra's red card, but I hate Fabra. I don't hate extra time. Not gonna play the extra time for giving more time for my players to be stupid. Hakimi cutting inside our box. I'm gonna have to recycle it back. Was not able to get past Robertson, luckily. PSG playing the slow game right now, trying to keep a hold of the ball and weather the storm. Vitinha with the ball. Yeah, the one who lost doesn't leave the stadium alive. No, sir. Not again. Argentina win the World Cup in extra time? Yeah, in 78. That's true. Sort of depends on whether you win it or not. Yep. That's crazy, right? Italy lost a penalty shootout in 98 as well. Italians must hate penalties. That until 2006, where they obviously won the World Cup on penalties. It's been a while since we've last had the ball. Amazing defending from Liverpool. No penalty on Doué. And Alisson catches the ball. Let's see if we can create one more chance before regular time ends. See if we can find one magical moment at Anfield before extra time. I don't want to deal with extra time right now. Your dad picked you up in there, that's nice. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Feel like it should have been more with Trent's injury and the other time that was lost. Robertson, Luis Diaz cutting inside. Ball for Salah. Kwanzaa behind him. Decides to play it for Gravenberch. McAllister. For playing it back and forth. It's a slow game. Trying to find the space, the right pass. Seems like Alisson's gonna have to play this one long, and he is. Kwanzaa. Salah. Pass for Soboslai. Robertson with the cross. It's caught by Donnarumma. Goal prediction says Liverpool was 0.9 of winning in the 90s. I mean, that's gonna be a yellow card for McAllister for that foul on Dembele, and PSG have a very dangerous free kick near the box. I do not like the look of this. I don't need PSG to have a clear chance near the end. Beraldo being subbed in for Marquinhos. Marquinhos clearly not fit to play all 90 minutes plus extra time. Seems like Vicha Kvaratskhelia is gonna be the one to take this free kick. Alisson setting up the wall. Very dangerous opportunity here for PSG. Free kick for PSG from the edge of the box. Kvaratskhelia hits the wall. And Alisson catches it after the rebound. Let's see, can we have one more moment? 3 minutes to go. Long ball, doesn't reach anybody, doesn't reach Salah. Amazing interception from Virgil. Great from McAllister, amazing from McAllister. Let's see, Soboslai. We cannot counter-attack, but a good stop from Soboslai. Intercepted, and that's gonna be a throw-in for Liverpool. 2 minutes to go. Last 2 minutes of the game. If the result stays like this, we're going to extra time. Virgil on the ball, passes it over to Luis Diaz. Robertson with the overlap, and that's gonna be a throw-in for PSG because we lose the ball. Jesus, man. What a problematic game we got ourselves into just for one defensive blunder. Soboslai. Maybe we have one more chance. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Robertson. Is somebody gonna put in a cross? Robertson pushing forward. He's gonna deliver the cross. Gets cleared away. Robertson fights for it. He gets it. Puts in another cross. Cleared away, and it's gonna be another corner for Liverpool. Nuno Mendes clearing that one out. That second cross from Robertson was really, really good. After failing his first one, was able to get the ball back. Putting in a second cross, troubling Nuno Mendes, who was forced to head it away for a corner. Both of our center backs, super tall men inside the box. Can we have one last set piece? Taking our sweet time. This is the last kick of the game. McAllister with the cross. Headed upwards, the ball is still inside the box. Donnarumma clears it away. The ref says it's a foul on Donnarumma, and that's gonna be the end of the game. That's gonna be the end of the game. For now. Because with this aggregate score, we are heading to extra time here at Anfield. The ref blows his whistle. That's it. Liverpool 0, PSG 1. And we have 30 more minutes of football left to be played here at Anfield. Ay. I need to take some air, like Jesus Christ. How are we feeling, chat? 30 more minutes. McAllister was subbed out. I don't know for whom. And I don't know why you would sub McAllister out at a moment like this. Because he's a great penalty taker. He used to take penalties for Brighton. But I'm guessing that he was extremely exhausted. Curtis Jones hitting the field. And there's another substitution for PSG as well. Zaire Emery, right? Yeah, Zaire Emery. Gonna come in for PSG. So Curtis Jones subbed in for McAllister. And Zaire Emery subbed in for Fabian Ruiz. Don't know, I need to reset. And 90. Darwizi bicycle kick from 80 yards from outside the box. Descent 90% in extra time. I don't believe on pens on this one. I think this is going to pens. I do think this is going to pens. But we'll see. I hope we can win it in extra time. I am thinking about pens as well, SSB, but I don't know why we would sub out McAllister. He's an amazing penalty taker. He's taken pens for Liverpool. He was the penalty taker for Brighton. He didn't take any at the World Cup for Argentina, but he's still a good penalty taker. Don't add pens is dangerous. Yeah, like usually in normal situations, Donnarumma is not a goalkeeper I fear, but in penalties it's like when he's at his best. Alisson is great at pens as well. And we have great penalty takers, but so do PSG. At Pens, it's basically a coin flip. So I really hope we can get this done in extra time. Do you think Slot is getting it wrong? I don't think he is. Like, this second half we played very, very well. We're gonna have to see if Curtis shows up. I don't know, maybe McAllister was like very, very tired. They didn't actually kick the ball, like what the fuck? Okay, now, what the fuck did PSG just do with that? What? They tried to play it long. They had some kind of plan with the kickoff, but they completely butchered it. I don't know. Maybe McAllister was extremely tired and that's why Curtis hits the field, but we're gonna see if he can have some impact. But definitely not in terms of the game plan, because we created a ton of chances in the second half. We should have equalized and won the tie, but it wasn't meant to be. The same way that it wasn't meant to be for PSG in the first leg, it wasn't meant to be for us here in Anfield. We have to see if we can turn the fortunes around here now in extra time. That's all there is. PSG on the ball, building from the back. Hello, Mats. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome back. You're back from a pub quiz night. That sounds like a lot of fun. Seems like you've been having a lot more fun than I have so far. This has been a super stressful game. We should have won it in the second half, but we couldn't get that goal. And so we're here, starting off extra time. Hope. Ooh, first clear chance of the extra time. It's for PSG. Good set piece routine. Good cross, and Lucas Veraldo with the header goes just wide of the post. Super dangerous opportunity. PSG could have definitely scored a second right there. Really, really close. If it doesn't end on extra time, it ends. Oh, you think that either it ends on extra time or both teams score? That would be insane. No, we've been talking about that before extra time began, because both me and SSP are thinking that this is gonna go to pens. I think it's a 50-50. Because Alisson is obviously a better goalkeeper than Donnarumma, but Donnarumma excels at penalties. Alisson is also a great penalty stopper. Both teams have amazing penalty takers. I don't know why we subbed out McAllister unless McAllister was tired. I don't understand the substitution because McAllister used to take pens for Brighton. But like, I think it's a 50-50 on pens. Right now, like the second half, we looked much more dominant, but now PSG seem revitalized and are holding most of the possession. Ooh, Due so close. Another great chance for PSG. We escaped once again. Due inside the box, surrounded by red shirts, manages to find space to fire a shot. And again, just wide of the post. Surrounded between three Liverpool players, Due manages to fire that shot. Just wide, luckily for us. But that's two clear chances that PSG have had already at the start of extra time. Let's see what we can do in response. Darwin Núñez on the ball. Kwanzaa overlapping, but Darwin loses the ball. Zaire Emery gets dispossessed. Here's Soboslai, opening it wide. Salah with the cross. That's an easy catch for Donnarumma. Ay. What are we gonna do? Super tense moments. That's a handball. The ref blew his whistle for a foul beforehand. Never mind. So tense. Robertson with the clearance. Robertson's gonna have to head that back to Alisson, and he does. Alisson going long with Luis Diaz. It's gonna be a throw-in for Liverpool. The director focusing on Harvey Elliott still on the bench. We still have substitutions. We've made 3 so far, if I'm not mistaken, but we get an extra substitution during extra time. So we have 3 more available if you wanted. I doubt we'll make them. Salah with the cross and deflects off Vitinha. That's gonna be a corner for Liverpool. We've gotten very, very close previously with set pieces. Maybe we had one more. Inter and Bayern Munich and Barcelona have already qualified today. Who will join them in the quarterfinals between PSG and Liverpool? With the cross, Donnarumma clears it away, but the ball is still in control of Liverpool. Szoboszlai with another cross takes a deflection, and that's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, that's why I don't see where the goal is coming from. I want to believe great that this is ending in extra time, but I don't think we're gonna score. And PSG got really, really close to scoring twice, but I don't know if they're gonna score as well. I think this is going to pens. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. BLE seems very much happy about Bayern Munich against Inter Milan. I'm guessing he is getting vibes from that 2010 final, I suppose. But Bayern don't look the most convincing, and Inter are an amazingly solid team so far in the Champions League. So I would slightly favor Inter in that one. Ousmane Dembélé on goal. Now that would be crazy. That would be a narrative. PSG building out from the back. We're not pressing, obviously. There's no need to press in such a desperate manner when you're not losing. We're not forcing a mistake and trying not to get caught off guard once again, although here's Zaire Emery. Great block from Kwanzaa. Salah playing to Darwin Núñez. Gets intercepted, but here comes Robertson. Curtis Jones. Luis Diaz on the left. Back to Curtis. Seems like we're gonna play the slow game on this one. Okay, sure, if it actually ends on extra time, we'll give you your praise grade. At the moment, I don't see how it descends on extra time. Here comes Dembélé, playing it long for Doué. Hakimi. PSG also taking their time attacking. Nobody wants to force a mistake. Nobody wants to make a mistake. A mistake at this moment is fatal. Dembele, basically in the middle of the pitch. Like if he was a creator, but he's basically a false nine. They want to go to pens. I don't know. Nobody wants to go to pens, I think. But nobody wants to be the one to make a mistake and lose the game. So instead of just going for hero plays, they'd rather just play it safe. Both teams. Here comes Mo Salah on the right now. Szoboszlai overlapping. Szoboszlai entering the box. Stopping at the right moment. Waiting for reinforcements, but nobody arrives. That's gonna be a throw-in for PSG says. I have to move the clock because we've arrived at that moment where we've gone over 100 minutes. More substitutions coming in. Lee Kang-in gonna get subbed in for PSG, replacing Vicha Kvaratskhelia. And Cody Gakpo, coming back from injury, is gonna make an appearance for Liverpool. I'm guessing for Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz subbed out for Cody Gakpo. Let's see if Cody coming back from injury can have an impact right now. Would rather have Belgian Spurs Dembele than this Dembele? Crazy. Yep, Inter and Bayern are through to the quarterfinals, same as Barcelona earlier today. Who's gonna be the team to join them? Either PSG or Liverpool. That's gonna make 4 teams in the quarterfinals, I'm waiting for the other 4 tomorrow. Arsenal are basically nailed into the quarterfinals as well. I have to see what happens between Aston Villa and Club Brugge. Between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid especially. Virgil van Dijk pushing forward. Lille and Dortmund is going to be an interesting early kickoff after Dortmund failed to win at home. Kwanzaa had to come in after Trent got injured in the second half. It was a bit of a forced substitution, so he's playing off role in the right back position. He had 2 great headers, one of which hit the post in the second half. And so far defensively he's looked solid, to be fair. So very well done from Kwanzaa off role. Very good cameo so far. Just a shame that he couldn't score that goal, but he scored that header basically as well as he could, and unlucky that it hit the post. Lee Kang-in losing the ball, the Korean striker. Long ball from Virgil for Gakpo, but it's a bit too long and it's going to be a throw-in for PSG, approaching the final minutes of the first half of extra time. Hakimi playing it to the other side of the pitch for Nuno Mendes. Mendes escaping from the press from Liverpool, not a foul, and here comes Liverpool in the counter-attack now. A lot of members pushing forward. Robertson a bit too slow there to decide what to do, and we end up losing possession. Oh, it took a deflection, so it's going to be a corner for Liverpool actually. Somebody from PSG is down. I believe it's Pacho. No, Nuno Mendes. Yeah, Mendes after making that run ended up slipping. And yeah, his ankle like twisted on the grass. His knee hit the grass. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome back. No time looks, no see. Yeah, tight game. Tight game. PSG did very well in the first half. The second half, we've been a lot better, but we weren't able to get the goal to deny extra time, and here we are. Very close so far, super tight. Seems like Harvey Elliott is gonna come onto the field. We're definitely not subbing out Salah before Pence, so I wonder who Harvey Elliott is coming in to replace. Gakpo is gonna be the one to put in this cross. Probably the last ball of the first time of extra time. Foul on Donnarumma, says the ref. Apparently it's Robertson's birthday and he's never won on his birthday, lost to Atletico and Bournemouth. Shut up, that better not be true. March 11th is gonna become my least favorite date. PSG honestly look better without Mbappe. Low key, they play more as a team. The ref blows his whistle. That's the end of the first half of extra time. Don't go anywhere because right here, right now, we're gonna have the second half of extra time. 15 more minutes, and if the result stays level, we're going to pens. How can I get this to 105? Oh fuck, I messed it up. Really? Can't I get it to 100? Do I have to remove the 0? Maybe? Man, really? Get faster there. Can I put up to 4, 3,000? 3,000. I messed up. I should have kept it at 106. Didn't know I couldn't edit it. Bring golden goal back? No. Golden goal sucked, man. I'll be silent until 220 minutes. Time to sub Robertson out. Soboslai got subbed out. That's crazy. Soboslai is also a good penalty taker. Soboslai looks really pissed off that he couldn't do anything to change the outcome of the game. Harvey Elliott gonna get subbed in. I don't know what Harvey can get done in 15 minutes, but we'll see. The second half of extra time is underway, but my clock is absolutely unsynced because I didn't know that I couldn't change it to 105 exactly. So I'll be updating you on the time as it goes on. At least UEFA got rid of the away goals rules. CONCACAF still uses it for some reason. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, his legs are gone, I suppose. Let's see what Harvey can do. Simple plan. A, score. B, park the black cat. The damn black cat that blocks off. That ball didn't exit. Konate back to Alisson. Time has just reached 106 minutes, so we are 5 minutes behind. That's really fun. Is the clock even moving quickly? It is moving quickly, I think. Supposed to be moving quicker at this speed. Lucky we should have a Nunez come on in extra time and Gakpo earlier. Maybe, but Gakpo was, I'm guessing, not fit to play more than like 20 minutes. Yeah, the Madrid derby tomorrow should be good. Somebody in the chat earlier suggested that I should stream that game. I don't know if I will because I don't support either club and I didn't stream the first leg, so it would feel kind of weird to stream the second leg. But if there's interested in that, I could set it up. I'm gonna watch the game anyway. Doué on the left hand side for PSG. 2 players marking him. Side Emery, Hakimi. Hakimi with the shot gets blocked. Vitinha from outside the box. That's an easy save for Alisson. Yeah, Lille Dortmund tomorrow should be interesting, but like the Madrid derby is just a Madrid derby. Yeah, that's also true. Away goals is nonsense when it's applied to extra time. It looks like a fun match. Fair, yeah. Salah, Curtis Jones with the cross. Nobody's able to deflect it. El Clásico final would make the internet explode. Real Madrid fans don't want El Clásico final. If you lose to Barcelona, you're never hearing the end of it. Oof, cross from PSG, but was nobody there inside the box. Atletico don't have the power of friendship, Real Madrid do. That's the main problem. 108 minutes, 10 seconds. We've just hit. Dembélé inside the box. Squares it, amazing save from Alisson. Great save from Alisson with his fingertips. Once again, caught off guard or defense. Dembélé has a shot from inside the box. Tries to square it to the far post. Amazing stretch. And Alisson deflects it away. Now a corner kick for PSG. Yeah, no, don't clack up. No, Clásico final, no, not talking about it, no. 109 minutes. Corner played short by PSG, set piece routine once again. Gakpo wins it back, but we clear it away and the ball is still at PSG's control. It's crazy and at the same time it's not crazy. There are many good teams in the UCL and it's not every time that they are on the same side and opposite sides of the bracket. That's gonna be a goal kick for Liverpool. The ball rebounded back off of Neves. Konate is very, very tired. It's been a long season for Liverpool. There are no legs left. I don't know if we even have another centre-back replacement for Konate. If he has to exit the pitch, it would be a massive loss for these final few minutes. Seems like Konate cannot continue. I don't know if he's injured or he's cramped, but that's gonna be it for Konate. Wataru Endo getting subbed out on. Yeah, we are playing Endo at center back and Kwanzaa at right back, or Kwanzaa shifting to the right back and to the center back and Endo playing right back or something. But yeah, we have no defenders left. Just shows why we should have signed more defenders. It's something that I was advocating about, that we needed to sign more center backs and fullbacks to have competition for Konate, to have competition for Trent, to have competition for Robertson, and yet we didn't listen. 111 minutes is the time crate. We're about 5 minutes behind. 4.5 minutes behind almost. because I screwed up the clock. I didn't know I couldn't edit it past 100 minutes. I don't know if he's better than Van Dijk, but Konate is incredibly solid. They make a great partnership. PSV is doing nothing against Trust the Process FC, Mr. Krabs. Robertson plays long for Gakpo, but gets cleared away. Bring back Carragher as a free agent. He always plays charity matches. True. Someone on Twitter said that we could bring Steven Gerrard to play 5 games for Liverpool and win a Premier League. Yeah, sometimes Konate performs better than Van Dijk, but overall I think Van Dijk is better. Vitinha on the ball, pushing forward. PSG still not giving up. Dembele. Doué plays it wide. Zaire Emery. Once again for Doué on the wing. Cuts inside. Endo slips. Doué finds a shot. Goes just wide. So close, Doué once again. Just like in the first half of extra time. 113 minutes we've hit now. No. Boca Juniors is not Trust the Process FC. Not in a million years. Alisson had that covered, I think, but Doué again so close. PSG have had better chances in extra time than Liverpool, that for sure. PSG have had better chances than Liverpool in extra time. We had a lot better chances in the second half, but extra time has been mostly PSG, I think. We look lost. We are not in the game at the moment. The injuries have made it hard, yes, but there are very few legs left, and PSG seem to be more full. I say that, and here comes Salah, cutting inside. No pen, says the ref. He dives inside the box. The ref doesn't buy into it. 114 minutes. That's an easy save for Alisson. We branded you as Trust the Process? What do you mean? Yeah, never a pen on Salah from Nuno Mendes. Never a pen. Never a pen from Nuno Mendes on Salah. We recover the ball here. Salah once again. Salah inside the box, squares it to the middle, but there's nobody there. PSG are gonna try to play this out. 115 minutes, 5 minutes to go. Zaire Emery for Hakimi. Hakimi to the middle. Dembele. Zaire Emery. Neves. Doué. Doué cuts inside. He's gonna shoot. Doué loves it for Hakimi. Hakimi, I thought he was offside. Doué from outside the box. But yeah, there's the offside flag. There the flag is up. Hakimi was offside. That's gonna be an indirect free kick for Liverpool. Yeah, Hakimi very clearly offside. Great from Robertson to step forward at the right time. Great awareness. You gave him a few blows. Wording could have been better. Robertson playing long. Darwin Núñez goes after it. Can he win over Pacho? No, Pacho wins the duel. Boca's process is to trust retired players that are worse than Juan Cruz Payal, a Boca reserve player. Pretty much, that's our process. Name your 5 pen takers. Salah, Gakpo, Van Dijk, Elliot, and Robertson. Núñez is gonna be so tired when Uruguay has qualifier again. Lost to Sev in Pokemon, I believe. Maybe landed a few blows, was a better way of saying it. Yeah. 117 minutes. Hakimi with the shot gets blocked. My timer is all over the place. Lee Kang-in, that shot is an easy save for Alisson. Does Núñez take a pen? I sure hope he doesn't. No, it definitely is Salah, Van Dijk, Gakpo, and 2 out of Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, and Robertson, I think. Yeah, I know my timer is wrong. The problem is that I reset it at halftime of extra time and tried to set it to 105 minutes and didn't realize that I couldn't edit it past 100 minutes. And so, yeah, it's been running behind schedule where I'm like this clock is 5 minutes behind of what the actual game is at. About Martin Anselmi, I haven't seen enough of him. He seems like a guy that trusts numbers a bit too much. He cares too much about the numbers. He's a stat guy. So if you believe in that philosophy, I'd say trust the process, and if you don't, just don't trust it. Easy as that. If you are a stats merchant, you can trust Anselmi. He loves stats. Núñez is probably good enough to be 7th. Yeah, I mean, 7th penalty taker, I'm fine with that. 190th minute. Has just hit 1 minute to go. Plus stoppage time if there even is any. Vitinha. Nobody wants to be the one to make a mistake, but PSG is the one in possession right now. No foul. Ball reaches Alisson. And I think that Liverpool are going to have the final chance of the game. Substitution for PSG. Gonzalo Ramos is going to come in to take a penalty if they allow him. Alisson plays it long. We don't win the ball and PSG is back at it again. We have to run back, get into defensive shape again. Robertson defending well, but there's not much time left. 10 seconds. Ball takes a deflection and that's going to be a corner for PSG. The last ball of the game is going to be a corner. There's the substitution. 1 minute of stoppage time. Gonzalo Ramos being subbed in for Neves, João Neves. So Gonzalo Ramos coming in just to take a pen. Tomorrow Vini Jr. is going to use all his energy. He will stink it up for Brazil as usual. I hope he does. Gonzalo Ramos on the pitch to participate in this corner for PSG and then take a penalty. Doué. They play it short once again. Vitinha gonna loft it over. The ball is gonna exit. And that's gonna be all she wrote. There's no more time, people. We're gonna have pens. Alisson is gonna kick it. Ref blows his whistle. He still hasn't, I think, but he's gonna. There it is. Penalties. No more time. who wins and who advances to the Champions League quarterfinals between PSG and Liverpool is gonna be decided on penalties. Let's say I didn't say that. Yeah, great, whatever you say. Me and SSV knew all along that this had penalties written all over it. I didn't think anyone was scoring right there and then. Lost his penalty shootout, Italy versus Spain, and also Spain against Morocco at the World Cup. I don't know if he's had any penalty shootouts with PSG. I'm gonna reset PSG back to 0. We're gonna keep track of the penalties. Obviously, if you're ahead of me, no spoilers in chat of what is going on. I know you know by now, but if you see a penalty go in and I haven't reacted to it, don't say anything about it in chat. You can always wait for my reaction to type it in chat. I'm saying Salah, Van Dijk, Gakpo, Curtis Jones and Robertson. Donnarumma went back to the dressing room. Is that allowed? Went back to the dressing room to check his penalty notes. I'm more nervous ahead of our Pokemon battle than you are about this shootout. You don't know. I may not show how nervous I am, but you do not know how nervous I am right now. I may not show it because I'm not the greatest at showing my emotions, but like, I'm stressed the fuck out. Liverpool are favorites? No, shut up. It's a 50-50 on penalties. Alisson is a better goalkeeper than Donnarumma, but Donnarumma excels at pens, and both teams have excellent penalty takers. Yeah, Donnarumma following Mancini's example. Alisson, we need you to save us one more. I know about Iago Pikachu. He scored against Boca last year. I was not happy about it. In front of the mixed stand. Yup. Both set of fans on screen. PSG is gonna take the first penalty, it seems. That's Vitinha. Vitinha gonna take the first penalty of the shootout. Named Kakaret. Yeah, at the end with PSG supporters. Man, I don't want to talk about expectations for Liverpool before a penalty shootout. Shut the fuck up. Vitinha against Alisson for the first penalty. Vitinha stepping up against Alisson. Vitinha. Takes it slow. Vitinha. Alisson almost gets to it. Alisson almost gets to it. That's 1-0 to PSG. Vitinha taking his sweet time. Placing the ball really, really slow to the side. Alisson stayed in the middle and had enough time to react and dive the right way, but he wasn't able to deflect the ball away. And it's 1-0 PSG. Here's Mohamed Salah. That was crazy from Vitinha, yeah. Kind of a shit penalty, but it caught Alisson off guard because he stayed in the middle and wasn't able to dive in time. Mohamed Salah against Donnarumma. Straight at the ball, Salah. Now takes his angle. Salah, amazing pen. Amazing pen from Mohamed Salah. Jesus Christ. 1-0. Reading depends on what football. You can always read them from me, and that way you don't spoil in chat. 1-0. Great pen from Salah. Donnarumma had no chance. Gonzalo Ramos, he came on for this. Gonzalo Ramos was subbed on simply to take a penalty, and he's going second for PSG. Gonzalo Ramos was subbed on because he's an amazing penalty taker for PSG. Super good penalty taker Gonzalo Ramos is. That's why they subbed him on at the end of extra time. Gonzalo Ramos, and he did score. He did score. And that's 2-1 for PSG. Alisson dives the wrong way. Gonzalo Ramos crosses it. Darwin Núñez. Darwin, my boy. Vamos, Darwin. Second penalty for Liverpool. Vamos, Darwin. Darwin Núñez against Gigi Donnarumma. Núñez as well, straight at the ball. Runs up. Darwin Núñez, saved by Donnarumma. I knew it. Why is this guy taking a penalty? I knew it. I said it before, he shouldn't take one. I said it beforehand, he shouldn't take a pen. Too easy. It wasn't a definitely shit pen, but it was too predictable. From his posture, you could really tell what he was gonna do. Why is this guy taking penalties? I don't give a fuck about his confidence. Yeah, why would we sub out McAllister for a moment like this? Dembélé. Ousmane Dembélé, please, Alisson. I'm on my knees. I'm not on my knees. Dembélé. Amazing penalty. What a fantastic penalty from Dembélé. 3-1. Fantastic penalty from Dembélé. Alisson dived the right way this time, but it was way too squared. Curtis Jones. Vamos, Curtis, vamos. Vamos, Curtis. Vamos, Curtis. Curtis against Donnarumma. Curtis Jones, saved by Donnarumma. Saved by Donnarumma. And if PSG scores, they'll be through to the Champions League quarterfinals. Doué with the chance to put PSG in a Champions League quarterfinal. Doué with the fourth penalty for PSG. If he scores, they're in the quarterfinal. Doué, that's it. That's it. Liverpool are out of the Champions League. PSG are through to the quarterfinals. A lot of things going through my mind, but in the heat of the moment, any analysis escapes me. No, Kelleher shouldn't have been subbed on. No way. We can question other stuff, but not stupid stuff like subbing out the goalkeeper. That's not it. We're not doing that. Yeah, Curtis Jones was the one that replaced McAllister, by the way. McAllister, who is an amazing penalty taker, we're subbing Curtis Jones for him to have that shit penalty. It is what it is. We're obviously speaking with hindsight, but even when the substitution was made, I was like, why are we subbing out McAllister before extra time if he's a good penalty taker? Yeah, no Gakpo, no Van Dijk on the penalty takers. I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, Rusty, we have the league served on a silver platter. That's definitely huge. It's massive for Arne Slot to win the Premier League on his first year as manager. We still have the final of the Carabao Cup. But this was the real challenge. This was the real test. We topped the league phase of the Champions League, and for what? We exit in the round of 16. We exit against a very good team. Props to PSG. They played amazing in the first leg, got unlucky. The second leg, they sat back, they defended, they frustrated us. They got that goal in the first half. They managed to get the game to penalties, and they shoot better. So massive props to PSG. Nothing to complain. But we have to look at ourselves and say we weren't good enough. It is what it is. Little bit shit on football, isn't it? Well, I still believe we're gonna win the league, and we have the Carabao Cup final. But after topping the Champions League group, I was starting to get a lot of hope that we would actually go far in this competition and eventually have a chance to win it. But it wasn't meant to be. PSG were better, and they deserve to go through. It is what it is. I don't have much else to say. Congratulations to PSG and their fans. They deserve it. They were better across both legs. They did what they had to do, and they were better on penalties. Super disappointed with Liverpool. I don't want to point fingers because I'm not going to be like that after the great season that we've had so far. I see you all in the chat, like you're all saying like Slot got the subs wrong, the penalty takers wrong, Curtis Jones brick penalty, Nunez awful penalty, Alisson should have saved one, PSG Aston Villa in a UCL quarterfinal. I'm not gonna be the one pointing fingers right now. I'm not like that. This is still a rebuild process for Liverpool after all, after a lot of time with Jurgen Klopp. Arne Slot has done a fantastic job, and he got it wrong this game. That's all there is. We're gonna have to look at ourselves, and yeah, it's frustrating, it's disappointing, but we have to win the Premier League, we have to win the Carabao Cup, and we have to try again next year. That's all there is. Disappointing, feels awful, but we're gonna be back. And this is not the last Liverpool watch-along that you're going to have this year, this season. I can promise you that. Thank you once again to everyone. Thank you to Kule, thank you to SSB, thank you to Crate, especially for all the membership donations across both legs. Thank you to Sev, thank you Mats, thank you Mr. Krause, thank you Rusty, thank you to everyone who supported these streams and who supports the channel on a daily basis. This game has not been a pleasure, but it has been a pleasure to spend it with you guys. You made it a lot more bearable, and I thank you all for supporting the channel and my content. We're gonna be back very soon with another stream and with more videos coming up. So yeah, once again, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.